Hard times are not your enemy. They are your initiation. They are the training ground where faith is proven, where vision is tested, where the weak fall away and the strong are born. You may think life is breaking you, but what if it's breaking open the parts of you that were never meant to stay small? What if the rejection you're feeling right now isn't life turning its back on you, but life turning you toward your true purpose? Every master, every legend, every builder of empires had to learn this secret. The secret that comfort kills ambition faster than failure ever could. The moment life got easy, they lost their edge. But in struggle, they became sharp, dangerous, unstoppable. Thomas Edison wasn't born with a lamp in his hand. He was born in failure. 10,000 experiments, 10,000 defeats, each one whispering, "Not yet." And he listened, he adjusted, he believed, until one day the world lit up. And in that light was hidden a truth for all time. There is no such thing as wasted effort when your heart refuses to quit. The world worships success, but it forgets the furnace it came from. We see the mansion, not the nights of hunger. We see the smile, not the scars behind it. But every dream that shines today was once covered in the ashes of disappointment. You may be standing in those ashes now, and that's exactly where you're supposed to be. Because hard times are the place where your excuses die. They strip you bare, leaving nothing but willpower and truth. No applause, no validation, just you, your faith, and your fight. That's when the question echoes through your mind. Do I really want this? And your answer, not your words, not your posts, but your persistence, will decide your destiny. When you can keep moving with nothing left to prove except to yourself, you've crossed into a higher realm of strength. That's the moment when the universe starts to move with you, not against you. Because hardship isn't chaos, it's choreography. It's the rhythm of growth. Every setback is timed perfectly to build what you'll need later. You think life is taking too long? No, life is preparing you for longevity. Quick success burns fast and dies young, but the kind of power you're meant for, the kind that changes lives, shifts legacies, alters destinies, requires roots, not wings. And roots are only born underground, in darkness, in silence, in seasons where no one sees your effort, no one claps, no one believes. That's where you must keep planting anyway. Because one day, those roots will break the ground and the world will call it a miracle, but you will know it was built in the unseen, in the hard times, in the nights that tried to kill your faith. You see, faith isn't built when things are working. Faith is built when everything falls apart and you choose to believe anyway. When there's no evidence, no support, no reason, except the quiet conviction that says, "I'm not done yet." That's the voice of greatness. That's the whisper of destiny. And if you can hear it, if you can still feel it stirring inside you, you're already winning, even if it doesn't look like it yet. Because people measure progress by sight, but visionaries measure it by belief. The seed doesn't look like the tree, but it carries its destiny inside. The struggle you're facing now doesn't look like success, but it carries the blueprint for it. So don't give up when life feels unfair. Don't curse the mountain, climb it. Every step, every bruise, every setback is chiseling you into the person you're meant to be. And when you reach the top, you look back and realize it was never about the mountain. It was about who you became on the way up. Charles Dickens understood this better than most. He knew what it was to live in the shadows of debt, to taste humiliation, to rise from the dirt with only a pen and a burning will. He didn't just write about struggle, he lived it. And that's why his stories cut through time, because his pain spoke a universal truth. The poor man who refuses to surrender is richer than the king who never fought for his crown. And that truth hasn't changed. You too are being written into a story right now, not a story of comfort, but of conquest, not of ease, but of evolution. Every time you refuse to quit, a new page is written. Every time you rise when you could have stayed down, a new chapter begins. But you must decide that no matter what, you will finish this story strong. Because the hardest times often appear right before the breakthrough. The night is always darkest before the dawn. The pressure always peaks before the diamond is revealed. The rejection always hurts the most right before the opportunity arrives. That's not coincidence, that's divine timing. You are being tested to prove your readiness. So hold the line, don't retreat. When it hurts the most, that's the sign you're close. When it feels impossible, that's proof you're growing beyond limits. When everything in you screams to stop, that's the universe asking, do you still believe? Answer it with your actions, with your discipline, with your refusal to surrender. Because the world doesn't reward comfort, it rewards courage. And courage is born in the dark, in the silence, in the hard times.